Hello guys, so I just beat SUBTERMINAL point, but before you see the completion, I'd like to do a practice run showing you some tips or visual indicators that I found while beating the level, in case you are interested in beating it. Okay, so first of all, we have the first jump, which is probably the hardest click of the level, and I have a really good visual indicator here, which is right when the cube goes a little bit off this deco 3D thing, you just jump there. It's really hard, so you won't do it consistently, but you'll do it better. And here at this dasher, you have to hit it in the middle, but I have a little tip. As you can see, you can hit this corner right here. So if you are way too close to it and you think you're gonna die, like I just did, you can release the click a little bit earlier, up, and see that the cube slightly jumps, so you will have a much higher pass rate if you do this. See, I probably would have died if I hadn't released. So yeah, this is a very good tip. Okay, here just click the blue orb a little bit later than the middle of the orb, and you'll get it. Okay, and here we have one of the most inconsistent parts of the level, which is this straight flying, this one, and the transition to this portal. So what I do here, instead of just doing it like this, I do this first straight flying, pause, and see where the ship goes. I mean, here the ship is really low, so I would need to hold a little bit more on the portal, so I pause in order to have more time to react. It is much easier than if you do it without pausing. You pause as soon as possible, and it is much easier in my opinion. This is one of the hardest parts of the level, but I don't have any tips, just deal with it, sorry. And in this ship, try not to control the ship like this. Just do 3 clicks and hold the first click a little bit more. Okay, at this green orb, you'll try to go as low as possible to hit the portal here as low as possible and have a better angle to go through these 2 spikes, which is the really hard timing. Like this. Nothing to say about this wave, it's just hard, you gotta do it. Okay, and here you must make sure that you hit this dash orb as late as possible. I always died at this pink orb because I didn't click the previous dash orb late enough, and I didn't notice. I always died here, and I tried to correct the pink orb instead of the dash orb, so just pay a lot of attention to the dash orb. Nothing to say about those waves. Okay, here do a double click, and here you'll try to hit this yellow orb as soon as possible, okay? Even though you have plenty of space, try to hit it always as early as possible. Okay, so we got to the RNG section, and I have a lot of visual indicators here, but it's still the hardest part, or the most RNG part of the whole level. Okay, so here try to click when this line of deco, this one, is more or less in the middle of the robot, like here. Almost got it. Here maybe, yeah. Here try to click as late as possible on this platform, and the timing will be a lot easier. Here we got to another RNG timing, which I also have a visual indicator, and is when the robot is right in the middle of the slope. So you see these 2 little mountains, so when the robot is between this top and the lowest point, click, like here, more or less, almost here. Okay, here the ship, you can let go and just do it like this. What I did, a micro click at the beginning, just to gain a little bit more of momentum, and I don't know, I just felt that it was easier. And here you have out of escapes. There are people who click this green orb and skip this yellow orb, people who click both, and there's me who skips both. And done. vamos!
Termina el point. Por fin.
¡Por fin, tío! ¡Por fin, hijo de puta! ¡Por fin! ¿Cómo he muerto solo 2 veces en el último cubo, tío? ¡Termina el point! ¡Vamos, tío! ¡Vamos! Dislike a nivel de Samu. Hard 4, intentos 40.000, fallos en el final. Bueno. Ya está, tío.